Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I am privileged to address this event in the context of the Island of Hope event, which aims at bringing actors from the business sector to position their brands and showcase their products and solutions in front of a global audience of sustainability-focused decision makers. I would like to thank the Climate Action for having invited me and giving me the opportunity to set the scene for this commendable initiative and to also share the experience of Mauritius from the perspective of an island state in building resilience through research and innovation. We can no longer question the fact that climate change is a single most critical survival challenge that is faced by islanders. The Adaptation Gap Report 2023, Underfinanced, Underprepared, recently confirmed that current climate actions are woefully inadequate to meet the temperature and adaptation goals of the Paris Agreement. While global average temperatures are already exceeding 1.1 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels, current plans reflected in the nationally determined contribution are putting us on a path towards 2.4 to 2.6 degrees Celsius by the end of the century. For SIDS, keeping the 1.5 degree goal of the Paris Agreement alive is no longer an aspirational target, but a critical one. As representatives of SIDS, we need to remind the international community time and again that although all SIDS collectively emit less than 1% of the global emissions, we are the ones who suffer the most from the adverse impacts of climate change. SIDS have committed to contribute to the unconditional share of our NDCs. We do not consider this to be just, but we stand by it. However, because access to the means of implementation is lagging behind, and also because those who have the means to implement their NDCs and increase their ambition are not doing enough. We continue to suffer loss and damages. On this note, allow me to share some of the climate indicators for Mauritius. Average temperature has risen by about 1.39 degrees Celsius in Mauritius as compared to global average of 1.2 degrees Celsius. There are decreasing trend in annual rainfall of 8% over Mauritius since the 1950s, while the global average sea level rise is 3.4 millimeters per year, and Mauritius is witnessing accelerated sea level rise of the order of 4.7 millimeters per year. Accentuated beach erosion has led to the loss of 20 meters width of beaches in some areas. A rapid intensification of cyclones has been observed in the southwest region of the Indian Ocean. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to revert to a key enabler, namely on climate finance, in particular for adaptation and resilience building. I would like to stress that for small islands, adaptation remains our priority. We are committed to promoting nature-based solutions to address flooding, coastal erosion, and urban heat, as well as to enhance the resilience of our infrastructures. For this reason, it is important that we do not view adaptation in isolation with other development imperatives. When we refer to climate policies, projects, and programs, we should think in terms of the interconnectedness between different sectors, because remedial actions in one sector must not negatively impact another sector. For instance, we need to foster synergies in addressing water and energy supplies. Another example is a need for synergies between the way we address climate-induced health impacts and all the targets referred to in the Sustainable Development Goals. Moreover, it is crucial that an inclusive approach be favored while designing adaptation projects, because island states are small, they have no geographical divides, and have the same inherent vulnerabilities we are located on the coast or inland. We are all exposed to the same types of threats such as sea level rise, salination of underground water resources, and coastal erosion, amongst others. Ladies and gentlemen, for these reasons, access to finance needs to be simplified and enhanced. Climate finance needs to be more predictable and disbursement more timely. As SIDS, we have limited resources and cannot spend time on lengthy processes. Some SIDS have started to implement innovative financing instruments, such as blue bonds and debt for nature swap. I believe that all governments of SIDS are committed to ensuring sustainable finance flow in order to leverage adequate fiscal space to finance climate adaptation projects. In this endeavor, we would require support of development partners to provide the required institutional capacity to enhance the formulation of such innovative financing instruments. Innovation and technology also bring a glimpse of hope in closing the widening gap between the impacts of climate change and solutions. What is needed in our vulnerable island states is climate-resilient infrastructure, but this would require a holistic planning approach such as the reach-to-reef approach. In Mauritius, we are attempting to adopt the reach-to-reef through a European Union-funded project, the Mauritian Reach-to-Reef project, to the tune of €4 million. This project has started in 2021 and will end in 2026. Mauritius is also exploring the application of mathematical methods for modeling in the water sector through the Climate Smart Resilient Island Initiative, with the aim of addressing the problem of water scarcity, which is common to all SIDS. Before I conclude, I would like to mention the critical importance of the global goal on adaptation framework, which is a pivotal decision of the Paris Agreement, pointing the world towards enhancing adaptive capacity, strengthening resilience, and reducing vulnerability to climate change. We are looking forward to the global goal on adaptation framework to be finalized so as to give us a structured approach to climate change adaptation and also to enable us to access to more funding. On this note, I wish you all a good evening. Thank you very much.